Princess Charlotte and the Pea. Another happy book by Sally Huss. If there is one thing a princess should be, said the prince, it is to have the quality of sensitivity. She must be sensitive. This is what the prince demanded. And that is what Jacob had been commanded. Yes, the prince had told him, find a sensitive girl to be my wife, one I can live happily all my life. So Jacob went to work stacking mattresses. He stacked mattresses upon mattresses, and still more mattresses. This was a tough job that he had been assigned. A true princess he had to find. He had devised a simple plan that he had been using throughout the land of hiding a tiny pea beneath stacks of mattresses so that he could see. Which girl would be sensitive enough to feel it? When he would find her, she would be it. She would be the princess he had been looking for, and his long search would be no more. He had gone to one village after another. Girls were brought in by their fathers, mothers, even a brother. In each village he stacked mattresses up high, and then let each of the town's girls give it a try. She had to try to feel something as small as a pea hidden deep within the stack. If she could, he would take her back. Back to the castle to meet the prince. This was a foolproof test that he had created. This was a cinch. So on this day, Jacob stacked and stacked, and when he was done, he again slipped a pea beneath two mattresses with his fingers and thumb. Then he helped each prospective princess climb the ladder. When she lay on top, he yelled, "Lie a little flatter." Spread eagle she lay there. He hoped she'd sense the pea. "I feel nothing," she called down, "it must not be me." She climbed back down with a saddened face and faced the others with some disgrace. "Next," called out Jacob, "keep moving along." Up went another girl. The line was still long. "Are you lying there?" Jacob asked, "as flat as can be?" "Yes," she answered, "but I can't feel a thing. It must not be me." Down she came, and another went up to the top. He wondered when his search for a princess would ever stop. "I feel a little something," he could hear the third girl call. "This is very uncomfortable. It feels like a ball. Is there a ball of some kind beneath one of the mattresses?" "Uh-oh," sighed Jacob. He hoped she wasn't one of those actresses, but tried to lie their way into their vase by trying to take a real princess's place. "No, now that I really feel it, it's not that big," called the girl from the top of the mattress rig. "It could be a pea that I feel." Oh my, cried Jacob, "a princess, for real." Come down, I need to take you to the castle." He was happy that he was now at the end of this searching hassle. "Goodbye, dear family and friends," waved the princess-to-be, Charlotte Divine. They waved back, happily calling out, "Have a fine time." Jacob helped her up on his horse-drawn carriage. "Thank you," said Charlotte, "for helping with my future marriage." Jacob and Charlotte rode away in his overstuffed wagon, with the mattresses piled on top a little bit sagging. When they arrived at the castle gate, it was very late. Off to bed Charlotte was escorted. In the morning, she was told, "Your new life will be properly sorted." "Good night," said Jacob to the princess-to-be. "I'm glad you're the one who sensed the pea." "Good night, kind Jacob," said Charlotte so sweetly. "Tomorrow," said Jacob, "everything will be arranged quite neatly." So the princess-to-be slept on a bed with no pea. She slept soundly and happily, not knowing what would be. In the morning, a rush of attendants washed her and dressed her, and even a priest came to the castle and blessed her. She was now ready to meet the prince. There was nothing about her that the prince could take offense. She was fed and cleaned and dressed to the gills in ribbons and pearls and taffeta frills. When the prince arrived, all stood at attention. Charlotte spoke first. "There is something I need to mention. I feel if there is one thing a prince should be, it is to have the quality of sensitive. He must be sensitive." The crowd found her comments somewhat provocative. "But," said the prince, "I'm a prince already, my dear." "In that case," explained Charlotte, "you have nothing to fear." "Jacob," she called out, "bring out the mattresses and let's see what he sees." Then she whispered in Jacob's ear, "Don't let him see, but hide 2 peas." So Jacob stacked the mattresses way up high. They practically poked a hole in the sky. Then he helped the prince as he climbed the ladder and whispered to him, "It works best if you lie flat, even better if you lie flatter." Once on top, the prince lay down. "Do you feel anything?" Charlotte inquired from the ground. "I feel a little something, a tiny little mound. In fact, there seems to be 2. That will do, Charlotte. That will do." When the prince returned, Charlotte continued, "Still, it's not enough to be sensitive enough to feel a pea. No, that's not good enough for me." Then she asked, "Who among of all these people have you slighted? When you have corrected that, then I'll consider you as knighted." The prince thought a moment, then gave Jacob a glance. Oh yes, he hadn't thanked Jacob when he had the chance. He hadn't thanked him for finding the girl who would be his princess for all time, the lovely and kind Charlotte Devine. After apologizing and thanking Jacob, the prince sank to his knees, then turned to Charlotte and asked, "Will you be my princess, please?" "Perfect," said Charlotte, now happy to be the bride of one so filled with sensitivity. A prince or princess is one who is sensitive and kind, one who knows what's on another's mind, and can ease their burden with a word or a glance, can raise their spirit and make their heart dance. It is not necessary that he or she wear a crown. In everyday people such a person can be found. The end, but not the end of being kind and sensitive to the feelings of others. If you liked the story, give it a thumbs up below, and if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one.